Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview UMO's basketball head coach, Joey Higginbotham. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Can you talk about your coaching experience?
I've had a great experience being here at Mount Olive as a coach for now over 20 years, and as a player, student, and coach for over 25 years. I've had a great experience working with outstanding people. Got to start my career off coaching under an unbelievable person, and Coach Bill Klingon. He was who I played for and worked under. Probably the second most influential person in my life, other than my father. Just been a great experience. But the thing I cherish the most is the relationships I've had with these young student athletes and watching them grow as players and students and people, and now seeing a lot of them as young adults and fathers and husbands and all that, and still having a relationship with them. That's what I cherish the most, those relationships.
Can you talk about your experience going to the Elite Eight in the Division II tournament?
Yeah, and we went in 2005. I was an assistant with Coach Klingon, and we went in 2015 as a head coach. And they both were great experiences. But the 2015 team, being able to call, I guess, my team, I was the head coach. It was unbelievable. And that team, I kind of tell this story a lot, that I saw something early from that team that I didn't see from the previous teams. And it was off the court. I walked in, it was the second day of classes, and I walked into the cafeteria, and the whole team was sitting at the table. All the new guys, all the returners, they were all sitting at the table, and I stopped in my steps. I'm like, wait a minute, we might have something here. And we had some great leadership in that team. We had an outstanding, guard and All-American and Dontrell Bright. He's been playing overseas for 5 or 6 years now. Mike Moore, who's right up the street from Magnolia, went to James Keenan, was a great player on that team. We had a lot of guys that can go on and on. But that run we made, losing in that conference championship game on a fluke foul from 90 feet away from the basket, but I wouldn't trade that for nothing, for that experience to go to the Elite Eight. And the Kendall Hargroves that was the most outstanding player in that game. And that team just really gelled. We weren't super deep. We played about 7 guys, but they just played so hard. And we really, really, it's one of the best defending teams I've ever coached. But that was a fun experience, just to experience that with my wife and my 2 younger children, and my mom and dad were there. They took the motor home, made the trip to Evansville, Indiana. But that was a great experience, and something that, every day I work towards hopefully getting back to there.
That's so inspiring. Can you talk about the back-to-back conference championship in 2013 to 14?
Yeah, it was a part of a lot of those guys on that team, on that 15 team were there that had really built that up and got that over that hump that third year, getting us to the Elite Eight. But those guys were really special. I mean, we had 7 4-year guys on that team, that were here for 4 years, that invested in, and we made a big commitment. We brought a junior college guard in 13, Shaquan Blunt, from Barnville. We went to Pitt Community College, and he just fit right in and gelled. He kind of sent us over the top. But those teams were special. That chemistry was there. They're still big parts of the program. I talk to those guys, monthly, regularly, by social media or email or whatever, something like that. But, it's special when you get a group of guys that really believe in each other. And that group did, and they had an unbelievable career. From 2012 to 2015, we were really, really, really rolling. And it's a testament to those guys. I was just there trying to direct them a little bit and enjoying the ride they put me on.
Can you talk about the accomplishments that you've achieved so far at UMO?
We've been fortunate, to have a lot of success here, and had a little rocky road here the last couple of years, but we feel like we've got it going in the right direction. But I've had a great, success here, as an assistant coach, and then continuing it on after Coach Klingon retired into my tenure. But it's a compliment to the players that we've had, the assistant coaches that have been in the program since taking over, and it's quality people. When you have quality people that buy into each other, man, anything can be accomplished. And that's a big reason for a lot of our success. Great kids, great coaches, and then staff here at Mount Olive helps out tremendously.
Can you talk about the recruitment process and what you're looking for as a head coach of UMO in these young athletes?
Definitely. I will say this, that we may not recruit a lot like a lot of the schools across the country do. I'm a big, I think Mount Olive's a big fit place. It's the right fit. You got to get the right type kids. If you get the wrong type of kids, it can be miserable at sometimes. But the right fit, because, you know, we are a small school, but we got great people, and we got to sell our people. You know, we're not this big party school, and we're not a big, you know, something going on all the time. Our athletics is a big part of our school, so we really get our athletes involved with other athletes on campus, with the baseball team, with, you know, the soccer teams and all that stuff. But you know, we really dive into the person. Of course, the talent's the first thing we see. You know, the talent, and then, but, you know, talent's not the all end all. You know, we want to get the most talented kids we can, but we also want to get the most talented kids that can fit in with what we want to do and what our institution does. So we really do a lot of developing relationships with our recruits and things like that, getting to know them as much. Now, I will say the times we're in right now with the COVID-19 and all that, it's been definitely a challenging, you know, for us, because one of our biggest selling points here at Mount Olive is the people. And it's hard to get the kids, our recruits, to meet the people. You know, you can meet people through the computer and stuff. It's still not, that interaction's tough. But we just try to find the right fit, you know, and the advice I can give kids today, especially going through this time of difficulty, is if you have highlight film, send it to coaches, as many coaches as you can. Use your high school coaches' contacts, you know, things like that. But be very personable in your emails. Be short in your emails. Be to the point. Informational, transcripts, test scores, video, and then, you know, follow up if they like the highlight video. They'll probably ask for game video. Have game video available. It's us. We really like when kids send us an email, not parents. Not that we don't want parents involved in the process, but we're going to coach their kid for the next, you know, 4 years, not their parent. But we definitely want the parents involved. But it's very good when you get that email from a kid, you know, a short paragraph, you know, saying what he wants to do. He's interested. Here's my video. Here's my transcripts. You know, you can knock it out in the first email. That, you know, that's a highly recommended, especially this time, because we can't really get out and see kids. We can't get out in the summers and evaluate, you know, July periods and things like that. So we're sitting in front of a computer a lot, which as coaches, we don't really like to do that unless we're watching game film. So film is big. Hopefully we'll get out in August and be able to evaluate kids and develop our, you know, we've kind of closed the door on our 2020 class, moved on to our 2021 class. And, you know, it's just definitely different times right now. So trying to adapt, everybody's trying to adapt, and, you know, we'll see it go. Hopefully we'll get back to whatever the new normal is soon. So we are back into that, able to come back to work this week. So that's for, I'm fortunate that to have, you know, being able to come back to work and be in the office a little bit. Not that I didn't enjoy this time with my family, but I did enjoy that. My wife and 2 girls, we enjoyed it a lot.
With the coronavirus happening right now, do you see, like, in the future also doing the same thing that you're doing right now for recruitment with the videos process?
Yeah. Until they give us the clear where we can go out and evaluate kids in AAU and high school, you know, it's going to have to be by, you know, film. You know, it's going to be, and that's why I say if you're a high school kid or even a junior college kid right now, and you're trying to get your 2021 or a 2022 kid, man, get you a nice little highlight film. Don't make it too long. Just, you know, pick your points, and then, you know, that's the first thing that's going to attract that coach's attention. And then that coach will more than likely ask for game film, and then you just shoot him a couple of your best games and things like that. But I hope we can get back to normal where we can get out to see the kids. But yeah, it's going to be interesting if we don't, because it's going to rely a lot on film. instead of, in person watching. But I'm hoping at least by the time high school basketball season starts, we'll be able to get out and watch some games. Hopefully August, but at latest, hopefully by the high school season.
What advice would you give upcoming basketball coaches that are looking to go on to the college level?
The younger generation, they want instant gratification. Everybody wants to be a head coach. Well, it's a process, and you have to really dive in and trust the process. Find you a tight-knit circle of people that you trust. A lot of people want to go from college. I want to be a college assistant coach, and I want to be a head coach in 5 years. Well, you got to develop those relationships and things like that, and put your head down and work. Don't get so caught up on where you want to be, and live in the present and really work. And you got to trust the process. A lot of people don't know, my first 2 years, I slept on the couch at my buddy's house for $25 a month. So I did that. I didn't really make money. I didn't really, I made $10,000 was the most money I made in my first 8 years of coaching, in a year. And people just, people don't understand that. There's a lot of coaches out there that have done that, but it's a process, it's a grind, and you can't get so consumed with, I want to be here by this time, and not live in the moment and really work hard in the moment and make that the best you can. I want to be the best head basketball coach I can at the University of Mount Olive. I'm not looking 10 years down the line. Well, I want to be here and there and there and there and this, that, and that. You just got to live in the moment and really, really work, develop your circle, get your name out there. Young guys, go work camps, meet coaches, meet everybody. If you can get involved with the AAU team or something like that, can help you. But don't get so caught up in, I want to be at a Division I level by the time I'm 33 or whatever. I was fortunate. I took over a Division II program at the age of 30. But I also started at 21, at the program I played at, but for 9 years, like I said, the most money I made was, I think, my last year I made $15,000 before I took over. So I'm not making a lot of money, but I've never worked a day in my life. I get up and do something I love. I've never gone to work. I go to coach kids, coach young men in basketball, and meet people. I've never worked a day in my life because I enjoy it every day.
That's great advice. Where can my listeners find you on social media?
I'm on Twitter at Coach Hig UMO. I'm also on Instagram at Coach Hig, and I'm off Facebook. I'm on Facebook. So, and then we also have team pages on Instagram and Twitter also at UMO MBB.
Thank you again, Coach Higgins, for your interview today. You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find us on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Coach Higgins, for your interview.
Appreciate it. Thank you for your time.